Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going to go on a quest for truth together. Yes, we really, really are, and here we are questing for the truth. And you know we're at the Truth Quest because you know why? We're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious. And the paranormal is the new normal. Yes, sirree. That's where we are, questing for that truth, getting little nuggets here and there. I'm sharing this out to my friends on Facebook. Feel free to share it out yourselves. We are live. Yes, and hopefully that will get the point across to our Facebook friends. I don't have that many Facebook friends, and I'm being shadow banned. So to help me break through those algorithmic things, hello there, Catherine Weiss. Good to see you today. All right. I'm going to grab number one. My lucky number is number one. Hello, Yvonda. You're listening while you work. Oh, that's awesome. What kind of work do you do? I love to be able to listen to things while I work. That's a great thing to do. Yeah. Fantastic. All righty then. Let me go back here. Hold on a second, folks. Let me check something here. All right. And why don't I, while I'm at it, share it out to my Facebook Truth Quest page. There we are. Here it is. And it's just a couple clicks away, friends. I hope you're all having a fine, fine Wednesday. Some people call it hump day. Wednesday, middle of the week. And whatever you want to call it, there it is. Now, what's this? It's not giving me the option to save to my page. I can't save it to my page. Okay, I guess I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh my goodness, Catherine Weiss, thank you so much for that super chat. And welcome, Mud Rabbit. Art, creating Organite tonight. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Organite. Interesting. Interesting. Well, maybe you should call in and talk about it if you can. And you might have sticky fingers, though, right? Okay, I'm back. Almost couldn't hang on there for a minute. Oh, I'm glad that you're back. We love it when you're here, Mud Rabbit, because you rock. All right. Yeah, I guess we got to grab this, make a copy, go back over here. Did they just eliminate all my pages? Friends, oh my goodness. This is strange. I don't have a page anymore. Or else they've done something. That's very odd. Hold on a second. Let me check something here. You never know what's going to happen, you know, on these platforms. You just never know. Aha, there it is. It's, I guess I still have it. Well, that's good. All right. Oh, wrong button. Okay. There we go. All right. Almost there, friends. Almost there. I'll just post it. No message. Bless me. All right, there we go. Got that taken care of. Thank you very much, Catherine Weiss, for that generous super chat. And Dark Brain, welcome to the show. Good to see you here as well. Oh boy, scratching my throat. Oh, we had a cold day the other day here, friends. So today wasn't so bad. But yeah, had the dogs in most of the day yesterday. Okay. Organite. That's interesting. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that stuff. Yes. Good to hear that someone's doing that still. I know that people were doing it a while back. That's interesting. Okay. All right, let's get this show off the off the ground here, shall we? Yes, we shall. All right. Just to give you an idea of what it's like over here in Wisconsin, friends, this is my little lawn penguin that I made years ago out of iron. And it's kind of like my snow gauge. So there you go. Sometimes only his nose is showing, or his beak, and sometimes it's less, but there he is, giving us an idea about how much snow we have. Look at that. Yeah, the penguin. The penguin. Nice to see you too, Dark Brain. Hey, CJ, good to see you here. Yeah, so there's that little guy. He's always a lot of fun. You know, I've been thinking about getting a hybrid car, and this is the kind of hybrid car I think I want to get. What do you think? What do you think about this? This vehicle is a hybrid. It burns gas and rubber. Hey, yeah. How do you like that? Now that's the kind of hybrid car I could get behind. Burns gas and rubber. Yeah, that's hybrid. Sure. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. You better believe it. You better believe it. It's the best kind of hybrid car I've ever seen. Thanks, Dark Brain. Yeah, when I designed that, I was working at a place out here up in Jacksonport, Wisconsin, up in Door County, called Ironwood. A place called, doesn't exist anymore. But I was working for this couple, and they had this nice little business out in this barn, and I was welding this stuff together. I was designing this penguin, and I showed the owner my drawing. I said, "What do you think about this?" He said, "You'll never be able to make it." I said, "Why not?" He goes, all the bends, you'll never be able to make this. I made it out of one piece, actually 2 pieces. And yeah, I sure showed him. Yeah, that was an interesting job. Yeah, I created their first brochure. They'd never had a brochure before. I created a bunch of new sculptures for them. And they told me that they were going to be retiring, and they wanted to offer the place for me to carry on doing it and to pay with the equity of the business. It was about a $3 million a year business. So I was pretty excited. I just lost my house in a divorce, and that prospect was very nice. However, at the end of the summer, after working my butt off, they informed me that they changed their mind. They're not going to retire, and poof, there goes all of that hard work. Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Oh boy. But It is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, folks. Right? That's right. And I don't know if any of you checked out Tucker Carlson, but he made an amazing announcement that, lo and behold, they found Michael Jackson alive and well. And I'm sure you can agree that this looks a lot like Michael Jackson. Whoa, those eyebrows, they just keep going. Man, is it like an elevator? Can you dial the eyebrow up? Yeah, spooky, spooky. Yeah. Looks like Michael Jackson, I would say. Pretty close, pretty close, pretty close. Get the eyebrows perfect. Look at that. There was a guy who posted a picture of Nancy, and for every 50 posts or 50 whatever, he was going to raise her eyebrows, and he raised her eyebrows up to where she had a cone head. So funny. But this is one of the in-between steps. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nancy, I thought you watched my show. I thought you watched my show. And now, if you watched my show, you would have, of course, learned or seen by example, if you're gonna do fake eyebrows, Nancy, if you're gonna even attempt it, if you're gonna do it, doggone it, you gotta do it right. You gotta do it right. And there's no messing around. I mean, when it comes to eyebrows, I always default to the eyebrow queen. Yes. And Nancy, you need to consult the eyebrow queen, because you can't just stop there. You have to fill them in, okay? Because it's more than a statement. It's eyebrows, baby. Look at that. If you're going to do it right, do it like the eyebrow queen, okay? No sense in making these crazy ones way up on your forehead, way above where your eyebrows would be. Cover all that space in one swoop. Look at that. That's impressive. That is impressive. Those aren't fake, they're just stretched. Oh, well, they have to be fake to work for this joke. So there you go. No, she can't hold a candle to the eyebrow queen. That's right. Right. She's the new browser. The new one, baby. I think she's actually a very pretty girl. Yowza browza, yeah. Few too many facelifts, yes. I think her face dropped, though. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that Nancy Pelosi allegedly, there's a rumor, she's rumored to have had an affair with JFK? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Like many, 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 many years ago. Uh-oh, the dogs are getting restless. Yeah. Yeah, the eyebrow queen. She rocks. Now, I saw a video the other day, friends, a very short, like a 4-second video. And I got a couple of screenshots from it. And it shows what they claim is Bigfoot. Now, I don't know if this is Bigfoot Let's see if we can blow this up. It looks like it could be just a person. You know? Could be a person. Like a woman. Doesn't it? Looks like a woman. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think that looks like? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah. A very young Nancy Pelosi. Okay, well, we're looking at Bigfoot. Nancy. Fancy Nancy. Nervous Nancy. She's, here it is. I did a meme about Nancy. You may have seen this one before. But let's see what you say about Bigfoot. Doesn't look very hairy. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from a still shot. They're always grainy. Yeah, isn't that sad? I mean, yeah. For most of these, I think it's someone in a suit or something, you know. Now, sadly, a couple of years ago, this fellow was running around in a Bigfoot suit, you know, crossing the road and scaring motorists and just trying to prank people. And he got hit and died. You know? Now, what if he had in his will where he wanted to be buried in whatever he was wearing last? Then he'd have to be buried in his Bigfoot suit. That would suck. Looks bald? Yeah, there's another picture too. Let me show you the other one. Here it is. Okay. Here's another one. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to increase the size. We're going to go to 300 DPI, right? Dots per inch, for those of you who are wondering what DPI means. Okay. Now, it almost looks like, is that the arm? And then this is like maybe a baby on the back or something holding on? I don't know. Something's going on there. Something is going on there. Not sure what that is. Almost looks like a hoodie, doesn't it? But in the video, it does look like a hairy creature. It's just that it's so far away. It's only 4 seconds long. If I played it, there'd be so much. It'd just be a couple frames, and that would be all you'd see. Because I got very choppy video on this system of mine. This haven't heard about the fake Squatch? That was a couple of years, several years ago. Yeah, very sad. He's out there trying to, who knows, in his Bigfoot outfit, trying to do something. So that's that. You know, my kids and I saw some Bigfoot tracks at a wayside rest that we went to many years ago, next to a river. There was like a river or a stream and a fence, and it was muddy by the fence, and there were these big footprints, these very large footprints. And I took a picture. I took a picture of the the footprints. But I don't know what happened to that picture, and it didn't turn out that good. It's like, that was back in the days where you had to like get your film developed. So never saw a Sasquatch waiting before, maybe, but not definitely. Excuse me, I know what's happening in my throat. Apparently, where it was crossing that little stream there in that little short video, it was going towards a clearing on the other side. So there was a passageway to get to some other area, apparently. Yeah, so here's that meme, friends, that I made about Nancy Pelosi's career. When I heard that she had an affair with JFK, I quick made this meme up quite a long time ago. And there it is. It is rumored that Nancy had an affair with JFK. And in all the years she has been in politics, that is still the only thing she has ever done. And she might not have even done that. That's the thing. It's just a rumor. She may have done something, actually, instead of, just enriching herself. Nancy Pelosi and some others in Congress there, they have made some astounding stock trades where they are beating out hedge funds. Gee, I wonder how they would be able to do that. I wonder if they're using the information they're getting in these, high-level meetings they have when they're deciding things. Let me think. Gosh. It's so corrupt, folks. There she is. She's pissed off. Look at her. She's just always pissed off. Look at her. Yeah. You know what is really weird? Like, look right here, friends. Look right here. You see that? And over here? See that? Okay. For a long time, I thought, it's just a mask and someone's looking through there. It's just a robotic mask, and that's like behind it. That's where the person is looking through. Look at that. Look how dark and deep that is. Boy, talk about deep set eyes, huh? Wonder what that's indicative of. I don't know. I think at some point these people should just hang it up, okay? And this isn't a recent picture. So there you go. Yeah. That's Fancy Nancy. That's from Too Many Eye Lifts. Is that what that is? Eye lifts? What's an eye lift? I'm not even sure what that is. Eye lift? Yeah. Yes, she has become obscenely wealthy through insider trading. Yeah, so wealthy she can afford, what, a $50,000 freezer and lots of ice cream. CJ's asking, Aaron, what do you think about Joshua Abram? A very interesting fella with a lot of interesting information, I say. When anyone comes out with information on secret societies, everybody should listen to it, because it's a rare window where we can peer into what they're doing and what their mindset is. Too much Botox could be. Thanks, Dark Brain. Yeah, Fancy Nancy. Boy, when Tucker Carlson, he really had me going. That was so funny. And of course, Don Jr. had to. Did you see his little video? He made a video. He couldn't wait. He was on an airplane when he saw half of it, and he was just freaking out. So he made a little video in the parking ramp. So funny. He's like, "It's Michael Jackson." Before he showed the clip, And I used to play Nintendo with Michael Jackson. I know it. It looks just like him. So funny. So everybody's having a little bit of fun. You know, we're living this tragedy right now. And what about that Project Veritas? They came out with that DARPA, or DARPer, as Fauci says. Yeah, Fauci. Expose Fauci. Hashtag expose Fauci. Is that what's going on around right now? Yeah, pretty mind blowing. Yes, he said the four books of the Scottish Rite. He knows the four books. Very interesting, and he mentioned them on Red Pill 78. And you have to pick one of the cornerstones, one of the books to dedicate your life to. Very interesting. Yeah. So Joshua Abraham, yeah, very courageous guy. He's out there spilling all the secrets of the Freemasons. Um, we have to really get rid of these secret societies. There's no place for them. And I believe that we're coming into a time when they're going to be virtually impossible to maintain, to continue, because people are waking up, people are knowing what's happening, and you can feel it, and you can kind of like tell what people are thinking. I think we're coming into an age where telepathy is going to become a more of a thing. I hope, because I've always thought if we were telepathic, there would be a less chance for a war to happen. Um, and you know, you'd know what kind of person someone was when you met them, kind of like how your gut tells you now. But sometimes, well, yeah, my gut's saying this, but, yeah, no buts. Listen to the gut. Listen to the gut, no buts, baby. Yeah. So that's Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Now, during one of the SpaceX launches, they were up in space and they just let loose something like disembarked, or uh, maybe the boosters flew off or something. Wrong button. And this thing was caught in the left-hand corner, bottom left-hand corner. There it is. And it was like a ring-like object, and it was kind of tumbling. Now, some people, and Jordan Sather did a little thing on this thing, and it's only in frame for a little while, then they cut to another one. It's kind of tumbling. Some people are thinking it's a UFO. I think it's some kind of a coupling thing that attaches, that goes in like a gasket or something that goes between the two ships that just disconnected or whatever. I don't think it's a craft, but who knows? It could be. It didn't seem like it to me. It didn't seem like a craft. Did anybody else see that? PV. They are ubiquitous. Yeah. Um, yeah, I was pretty enthralled with Joshua Abraham. Very interesting fella. Very interesting story. And the more we can learn about these secret societies, the better off we are. Because once we know about them, they aren't secret anymore, are they? No, they're not. What is in the darkness will come into the light. Is that how it goes? Oh, you haven't seen this? This is not the most impressive view of it. When it tumbles, it almost looks like a craft, like a donut-shaped craft with a front on it, but I really don't think it is. I just think it's a piece of space hardware that is made to drop off and then burn up in the atmosphere. That's what I surmise. Oh, Project Veritas, PV. Thanks. Yeah, I was thinking point of view. Pink vampire. Didn't know what I meant. Project Veritas, yes. Elon and his cohorts use lots of AI and CGI. Yeah, they had, like that Tesla in space. I heard that really wasn't in space. Because there's a mouse running around on the hot engine. For one thing, it would burn up. It would be like a crispy little mouse. Another thing, it wouldn't be able to run in space. It would float off. There'd be zero gravity holding it down. So yeah, the mouse and the car, yeah, it just looked fake to me. It looked totally fake. Totally fake. Yep. Fake. This, something real, but I don't think it's a craft. I really just don't think so. Who knows? But that's why we need full disclosure, because we would like to know. Wouldn't it be nice to know? I still think they should make those rovers turn around and go, or loop back around and go check out some of those anomalies they found to either debunk them or prove them right. Right? It's a dragon's head. It's a rat. It's this, it's that. There's lots of interesting things that they've seen. And if they really were in the business of solving mysteries, wouldn't they do that? I mean, some of those rovers have been up there for years, right? Way beyond their lifespan. They just keep on going and going and going. Why not solve a mystery while you're at it? Yeah, I know I've mentioned that on here before too. And I hope that sentiment catches on. I really do. Yeah. Alrighty. Friends, there are some beautiful pictures, breathtaking, that I would love to show you. I would just love to show you. So let's do that. Shall we? Yes. Oh. I found a picture of another picture of Michael Jackson in Congress. Check this out. What do you think about that? There he is ripping up the speech. Remember that? Wasn't that Michael Jackson? Yeah, I think it was. It sure was. Look at that. That's definitely him. Rip it, rip it. Yeah. Look at that. Pretty scary, huh? If you want to screenshot it, go for it. It's not going to be up for very long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's off. You can't leave it up too long. It'll burn a hole in the screen, right? And check this out. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that. That's the Aurora Borealis, right? I just took this today. Now, on these videos that they play, they're just compilations. A lot of them are just compilations. It's not what's happening right now. There was a bunch of Aurora Borealis, and they've just kind of patched them together. But still, it's interesting to see. And I know I'm going to do my little thing here, see if I can find something lurking in the background there. I don't really see anything, so we're going to bring it back to its original luster. But look at these lights down here. It's really a beautiful planet, don't you think? And here's part of the ISS, the rickety ISS. That's gorgeous, isn't it? It's a pretty, pretty planet. Oh, yes, indeed. It sure certainly is, isn't it? Yes. It sure is. It sure is. Okay. Yeah, and you know what's odd is that the green color is the dominant color I've seen in all the Aurora Borealises from space. Yet the ones I've seen in person, most of them are white. Isn't that weird? What does that say? I don't know. I just don't know. Just don't know. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? So I think it'd be great if everyone had a chance to go up into space to see that kind of thing. I just think it would be great. Everybody should be able to. It's 2022. Come on now. We got to get this future thing going. It's not a very cool future without stuff like that. Space travel. Hello, Peggy Dancer. Welcome. And Mad Podge, good to see you here. Artist 61. Oh, wow. I'm glad that we're all here now. All of our friends. Look at this. We're all here questing for the truth. Thank you very much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you again, Catherine, for the generous super chat. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, and Zoso Dude's going. He's on the air too. Hello, Zoso Dude. Maybe we should give him a call. Now, I suppose it would have to be a call-in time. And I called in the other night and I got on. That was kind of cool, kind of fun. He was doing some retro music and talking about politics and how it affects the music and vice versa. Oh, okay. Mad Posh. She says, Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty. Go up to the UP on Lake Superior and you stand a good chance of seeing the green purple aurora. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my God, really? Peggy Dancer, he stopped his show because a friend of his passed away? Oh my. Angel from Montgomery. Oh, oh, that's sad. Oh, let's pray for that family. Oh my God. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, Zoso, dude, our prayers are with you. Oh my goodness. You know, friends, we just don't know how long we have on this planet. Mad Podge, I'm not a she. Okay. Yeah, it's sometimes you just never know. Sad event. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. Andre Little. Hello, Aaron. How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you, Andre? Yeah, I thought you were a guy, Mud Rabbit, for the longest time because the name Mud Rabbit just sounds like something a guy would say in my weird mind. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay because people thought I was a girl because my name was Aaron when I was in second grade. So shocking. Hi, Abby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Zoso, dude. Oh man. Oh man. Wow. We just don't know how long we're going to be here. The fact that we even made it here is a miracle. The fact that we made it to this age is a miracle, like a miracle on top of miracle. Um, so cherish the friendships we have. We need to cherish them. Tell people you love them, that you care about them as often as you can. I care about all of you, each and every one of you out there. Wow. Hmm. Here's another shot from space. And here you can see some of the other parts of the ISS, okay? This looks like a Russian thing to me, doesn't it? Looks like a Russian thing. Kind of hanging out there. Look at these solar panels. I mean, how good could that be? Look at that. Looks like a erector set. Probably what it is. But these dark areas here are like making me curious, friends. So I gotta go over here and see what we can find, if we can find something. There are little magical slider buttons here. Oh, looks like there's something over here. Something over here. I don't know if those are just smudges. I don't know. It doesn't look like much. A lot of glare. Lots of glare. I don't see anything in this one. Just doing that initial. Over at Kazakhstan. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Lots happening over that part of the world. Hello, Special K. Oh, you got your book. How wonderful. What a great story, too. Thank you. Yeah, I did not write that one, but I did illustrate it. Special K. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I hope that the little ones that you show it to like it too. Kids seem to really like those books, which is really, really sweet to hear back that from people. And I've heard it from many people. Progress cargo ship in the background. Okay. Austin Morris. Good to see you out there too, Austin. Yeah. I love these pictures from the ISS. And you can watch the videos too. You know, I'll put a video. I'll put this video in the stream there, okay? If it'll let me. So this is the video I got these shots from today, friends. And there's any number of different ones that you can find on the intranet that do that. Oh, and the call-in information. Let's get that up too while we're going at this here. Maybe we'll get someone to call in. Okay, there we are. There's that information. I don't know if that's going to work. Is that going to work? I hope it works. All right. I got my little participant box here. Gotta keep an eye on that. I don't want people waiting too long to get in there. All right, so that's that. It's a beautiful picture of the Earth. It's a beautiful planet that we live on, folks. We just got to make it better for everybody here. And we can. If we all work together, we can make it a great planet. It would be a great place for everybody. Fantastic place. There's plenty of everything for everybody. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Plenty, plenty, plenty. You know, I lived in Rhode Island back in the 80s, okay? And at that time, of course, it's the smallest state. I think it had like 3 million people living there. And it's the most densely populated state in the Union at the time. And at that time, 65% of it was unexplored. Unexplored. You know, maybe people go in the woods and explore, but I mean, it's not developed, right? So there you go. There's no such thing as scarcity on this gigantic planet full of resources for everybody. There's no overpopulation. There's no way that overpopulation could even happen. I just don't think it would be possible. So there you go. That's my opinion. And I'm sticking with it. Here's another beautiful space picture. Can only find it in my mess. There it is. Yeah, look at that. Look at this little sheet right here. It's like a blanket, you know, like a blanket. Cozy little light blanket. Making everyone cozy. What's sad is I think most people don't even see this because they're sleeping or something, right? Very rare that you would see it. Oh, we got lots of blank space up here. Should we take a look? And look at the atmosphere. Look at this. How delicate that little bubble of air around the planet is. It's very delicate looking. Oh, look at the stars popping out. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. This looks like a face, like a holographic face. You see anything suspicious, folks? What do you think? What do you think? That's the best one yet. Is it, Austin? Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. You never see it in your latitude? Well, latitude is very similar to attitude, isn't it? Latitude, attitude. See that little face up there? What is that? Is that a face? I can't tell. Something. Interesting. Interdasting. It's interdasting. Let's go back to the normal. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Let's zoom in on this thing. Look at that. Look at that. Just beautiful. Beauteous. Just beautiful. Sometimes it's just nice to look at pretty pictures, isn't it? Yeah. Look at that. It's crazy, huh? The Big Dipper? You see the Big Dipper more, Austin? Yeah, who's doing the hologram? Good question, Special K. It's mesmerizing. It's mesmerizing, beautiful. Yes, Peggy Dancer. Oh, is Abby not feeling well? I'm trying to find. Have not been feeling good last couple of days. Napping a lot. Well, you probably need it, right? You probably need some rest. I hope that you start feeling better, Abby. Let's all send her healing energy and prayers. I like to send healing energy and prayers, like all together. And we can help each other out that way. Isn't that nice? Okay, I'll make the stars visible again on this image and we'll see where the Big Dipper is. Because if it's distorted a little bit because of the curvature of the lens, maybe we could figure out what the correction would be by a correct star chart. Is this it here? It looks kind of condensed if it is. I'm not sure if that's it or if it's up here. Not sure where it is. Let me go check the chat again. There's a little bit of a delay. It's kind of hard to. Wim Hof breathing can help. Yes, breathing is very important. Deep breathing. Okay. Oh, maybe that's right here. Yeah, I think I do see it. I think I see it. I see the Little Dipper. Artist 61 sees the Little Dipper. Okay. I would love to go to Australia because there's a whole different set of stars that you see. So, how come I saw it over there, but now I can't see it. Oh, is that right here? Like here's the dipper part and here's the handle. Is that it? In other words, right there. Is that it? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe too condensed to really be it, but that trapezoid pattern looked like it to me. Well, it might be a little off because as you see the curvature of the Earth here, it's not really that curved. So they're using a fisheye lens. So whatever distortion is making the Earth look more curved than it actually is, because you're not that high up, you can't see that much of curve of the Earth. You're not far enough away from it to get that curve look. It's also distorting the stars in the background as well. So I was thinking if we could figure out, if we could match the stars to a star chart and warp it to the actual star chart, we would see the actual curvature of the Earth from this height. So I don't know. I don't know why they just don't put a normal camera up there. 222. $11.22. Oh, look at that. 11.22. It's 10.23 here. Looks like there's something. Oh, that was my cursor. I saw something. It was my cursor. Oh, it's an arrow. There's an arrow. Look at the arrow. There's a little. Oh, look at that. It's a UFO. It's a plus-shaped UFO. It's flying all over the place. Yeah, look at that. These effects aren't very special, right? Yeah. Yeah. How do you like that? How do you like that? Huh. Well, let's bring it back to its original luster. It's much prettier that way. We can't see the stars, but I like that. That's beautiful. So there it is. And let's see here. Okay. One more Nancy little image here. It seems that she's really trying to push the surprised eyebrow look, and she's giving everyone a makeover. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy there, I'd say. There it is. There's Fancy Nancy with her little eyebrow pencil there, brush. Probably a little Photoshop going on there too, huh? What do you think? There it is. As scary as it is, there it is. Yeah. I like that idea of continued competency training where you quiz these Congress people every couple years to make sure they're, they know their stuff. They know the Constitution. They know why they're there for the people and not to enrich themselves. Things like this. Kind of important things, I would think. You know what else? I saw something really interesting, friends, on the ISS footage today. And sometimes they don't just show parts of space and Earth. Sometimes they just look right straight down on the Earth. And I saw something that was curious. Very curious indeed. And I wanted to share it with you. It's clouds looking from above. Now, look at these different types of clouds, okay? It almost looks like fiber fill here, But then over here, look at the crazy little vertical lines. It's almost like they're some kind of twisty pasta or something, right? What is that? How could each individual cloud have a texture like that? What is that? Is that bizarre? You're seeing what I'm seeing here? I wonder if we could adjust this to bring those out a little bit more. It's just an odd feature that I've never seen on a cloud. Of course, we're never looking down on clouds either, but it's odd that these ones here would have it, but right next to them here, these don't show anything like that. I don't know. Also, these look like almost like old sculptures, don't they? Like human body sculptures. I don't know. Yeah, something weird going on there. Yeah. Let's do this. Look at that. All right. Isn't that bizarre? Have you ever seen anything like that? There it is. That's the original photo without any enhancement. Is that bizarre? Does that look normal? I don't know. It's like stairway here. Look at this. I'm sorry. It looks like a stairway, you know? Stairway to heaven. Maybe it's a bunch of escalators to heaven. What is that? Not sure. Hey, Gnarly News. Good to see you here. Pick a picture, clouds. Yeah. You can see lots of things in clouds. Clouds look dirty. Okay, Abby. They do. I agree. Nanoparticles could be, I guess. So that is a very curious picture of clouds, right? I like that. Something anomalous happening there. I'm not sure what it is. I don't pretend to know. I just thought it looked odd. Do you know what I mean? Very odd indeed. But that's not all, folks. Oh, look what we got for you. This is more like the typical kind of pictures you see from space on the ISS footage, where, and now again here, this Earth is showing an exaggerated curvature. You know, the Earth is definitely cylindrical. It's round. I mean, it's round. It's spherical, sort of. It's that type of a shape. Okay, it's a planet shape. But it's the ISS is just not up high enough to see this much of a curve. So that's something done by the lens to make it look a more impressive, like they are way up there. I think it's probably why they do it. I can't think of any other reason why they would do it. There's something really bright right here. That might be a comet. Look at that. Or is that part of this? Well, let's find out. Oh yeah, it's part of that. Looks like it's part of that. Yeah. See, we solved a little mystery. How do you like that? I don't see anything out here in the abyss. That's pretty dark. That's starting to get my curiosity going. I wonder if I saved this and opened it again. Although, yeah, we tried that before, didn't we? Look how thin that little bit of atmosphere is there. Another picture of our beautiful planet. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, it does give it, makes it seem much higher, yes. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to close this. Wait, I'm going to do what we did before. Do this to it. And now I'm going to save it and see if there's anything back here. I don't think that there is going to be anything, but just to see. Okay? Just to find out. And we'll do our due diligence here. And next, I got another little picture that came up that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Okay, this won't take long. Do that and do that. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is the logo, all right? That's the logo of the channel, so that's nothing. But look at this up here. What the heck is that? And this random thing here, what is that? I don't know. Is it just an artifact? Could be. Yeah, but this is kind of all alone by itself. Could that be a triangle-shaped craft, folks? What is that? What do you think? Maybe we just find a triangle craft. TR3B, as it were. Well, let's find out. It's very pixelated. Wow, it looks like a stealth bomber, doesn't it? I don't know what that could be, although there are strange artifacts all around here. There's a lot of extreme brightness going on. But let's see if we can fuzz it out a bit. I don't know. Or is it just an artifact? What do you think? Could be just an artifact. Yeah, I don't think it's a real thing. But see how you can make it look like it is real? So this is, watch out, because people might be passing some of this stuff off. Who knows? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? That's what I want to know. What the heck do you guys think? Please share the screen. Link. Not on our screens. Oh, it isn't? Oh my goodness. Oh, good Lord. I've already clicked on the wrong one. Here it is. I thought you guys were seeing that. So this is the problem. I can't see the chat. This is what I did. All right. There's something up here. Please share screen. We can't see it. I'm really sorry about that, friends. I thought it was selected, but it wasn't. But here it is. And I can redo it here for you. Let's bring it back. See, I'd already done this to it and got just the blackness. And I was trying to see if I could catch anything else out of it. And something starts to happen up here. I hope you can see it now. And then this brings this out. Now, isn't that bizarre? So you got the logo over here. That's the logo. What is this? I don't know. Artifact? This might be an artifact too, but it looks kind of like a craft. Could be. I don't know. So I zoomed in on it. I'll just do what I did before. And we got that. Looks almost like a one of those stealth bomber things. Hello, Beatrice. Oh my, this is the best channel. Oh, thank you. You think that's a TR3B, Peggy? That could be, I guess. Or else it's just an artifact, you know, a visual artifact in thing. We'll fuzz it a little bit, and it looks even more. See, I don't know. It could be just an artifact, friends. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm hard to convince. Yeah, that is a crazy shape to see, isn't it? It looks like a B-2 bomber. I think so too. A stealth bomber. I think it does. But it wouldn't be an aircraft. It's in space. It's way above the atmosphere. Because you can see now the atmosphere is, let's zoom back out. All right, and let's pump some of this down so we can get rid of some of that craziness happening. Oh, okay, make it all disappear. We took the color out. There we go. But see, the atmosphere's down here. This is way above the atmosphere, all right? Way above. So I don't know. Yeah. See, we just found something. We don't know what it is. I'm not making any claims here, but it's interesting. How do you like that? Wow. Maybe we found something. Isn't that fun? You never know what you're going to find in these things, friends. Sometimes, you know what I found the other day is like an arrow, like a play button arrow in space. It's like, what? Lower right-hand corner too. Yeah, this right here. Oops. Yeah. I see what you mean. Over here. Yeah. Some kind of blocky thing. Something here too. Maybe. Or these are just artifacts. You know, it's a lit up atmosphere. But up here, there's nothing to light up. So I don't know. Let's take a little screenshot of that little guy. There we go. Yeah, interesting, huh? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Dark Brain. It's probably just, but it's odd that it would just be in that area there. Maybe there is something sort of that shape there, but the pixelation's just, who knows? Yeah, it's hard to say. It doesn't look, it's all just one tone too. So yeah, probably isn't. Probably isn't. That's okay. But check this out, folks. This is what the moon looks like from the ISS. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Doesn't that look different? Look how different that looks. Look at all that dark space around it. Should we just try it and see? I don't see anything around it. Something around it here. But nothing really. It's just a nice picture of the moon. Yeah. You know, China just started that sun, that plasma confined sun thing. And I'm wondering, did David Adair help him with that, or was it built with David Adair's knowledge or stuff he's talked about? Because he talks about that. It sounds very similar to what he was doing. With that engine power plant that he had. Yeah, that's the moon. How old is everyone here? Just curious. Old enough to know better. Will he fix it? Yes. UFOs are real. Some are ours, some are ours, and some are theirs. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why there's no stars. I think on this picture, the Earth was very bright, and this was very bright, and I don't know. It has to do with the camera's ability to pick up the light, I think, from these different angles and these different circumstances. Older than dirt. Well, yeah. I tell you, I felt like a teenager yesterday, but today I did some shoveling. I don't feel like a teenager today. So there you go. Old enough to remember when Dwight D. Eisenhower was president. Yeah. I remember watching on the news about Kennedy being shot. I remember watching that. I wasn't old enough to remember it, but I remember it. Isn't that weird? Yeah. There's the moon. It's a darn good moon, don't you think? We actually have two moons. Did you know that? The other moon is further out and it's kind of odd shaped and you can't hardly ever see it. It's on an elliptical orbit, I guess. Isn't that interesting? Where is it? I want to see it. Oh, why can't we see it? If we can see the moon, why can't we see another moon that we have, right? I don't get that. I just don't get it. Just don't get it, baby. Just don't get it. It's 2022. It's 2022, and I still want one of these. Oh, yeah. That would be my car. I would love this car. However, you'd need a special outfit if you're going to drive around in this car. You'd have to wear a Batman outfit. You couldn't go driving without a Batman outfit on. But wouldn't that be cool? Wow. A Batmobile. There's actually a guy who makes these. You can buy one. They have these. Wow. Me and a buddy of mine were going to build one of these back in high school. We were going to build one because that's just how cool they are. You want one that bad, you want to build it. Yeah. Too cool for school. The Batmobile. The only real Batmobile, in my opinion. The best. Of course, made from the Ford Futura. However, this one is not made from my Ford Futura. It was, I think they made some molds and they make their own fiberglass pieces for it. It's not made from a metal car. So, but it looks pretty good. It looks very good. I think it's a little shorter than the normal one is, but still, I would drive it. I would totally drive it. Yeah. The Batmobile. Too cool for school. Gotta say. Yeah, I would love to, yeah. Then I have to find a friend that looks kind of like Robin to go driving around and solving crimes and whatnot. Wouldn't that be great? We all have bat computers. We could do it. We could all be Batman. Wouldn't that be fun if we were all Batman? The bad guys wouldn't stand a chance. Look at all the Batman there are. The Monstermobile was cool too, yes. Na 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 Batman. Gnarly news. That's right. Yeah. That was good, solid entertainment. I love it on the old Batman, the 1966 Batman series. Whenever they showed the bad guy's lair, they tilt the camera because it's the crooked hangout. It's so crooked that it's actually tilted. So funny. But then it would be tilted the other way. Then they change the scene, it would be tilted the other way. But they did some neat camera things. So it was a very creative show. Loved it. Colorful characters. The bad guys were colorful. The good guys were colorful. I mean, it was just awesome. Awesome. And for a young kid who wants to, or young child who wants to be a superhero, Batman is really the only superhero that a young child could realistically grow up and be, because Batman does not have any supernatural powers. He just has gadgets and a car, right? Easy to do. Now, he can't be Superman because, number one, Superman's an alien, and he's got all these powers. He can fly, you know, and look through things, X-ray vision. So there you go. There's my car. We all have goals, and some of those goals been working on since we were little kids playing with the Hot Wheels. Right? That's right. In fact, I have a couple of Batmobile Hot Wheels around here, and they're very cool. Too cool for school. Yeah. Hey, Susan, good to see you here. Hey, Caillou Harris, good to see you here too. All right. Here's one for you, friends. Pretty good one. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? There it is. I'm not saying it's mass formation psychosis, but it's mass formation psychosis. That's right. And it's aliens too. I'm not saying my hairdresser is aliens, but my hairdresser is aliens. That's what he should say, right? There's a meme for you. Yeah. Oh, Willie fixed it. I got a drag car, 69.5, a 69 and a half Roadrunner, 440. Wow. 4-speed, 6-barrel, 4-speed. Wow. Wow. Look at that. How do you like that? There's your little meme for the day. Pretty good one. Hi, Caillou. Mr. Harris, good to see you here. Yeah. There he is. The alien guy. Everybody likes that guy. He's a pretty cool guy. Yep. All righty then. Yeah. Yeah. Did I do that one? Can't remember. Yeah. Interesting. Interdasting. Okay. 2 UFOs. Cool. Yeah. And I'm working on that new children's book, Awesome Possum. And I got page 11. You know, it's not really done. There's some other things I got to put on it, but I want to show it to you and read the page that it goes with. Okay. So this is the progress of the Awesome Possum book, written and illustrated by myself. Oh, where is it? There it is. And this is page 11. Okay. There it is. And the words that go with that are, is it showing up? Oh, here it is. Is it even visible? There it is. Okay. The words that go with this page are, he is always nice. He listens to you. He does all the things a best friend would do. See that? They're playing games. They're playing what? Checkers, tic-tac-toe, and Tetragon 2. Yes, that's my game. I snuck that in there. What do you think? Game on. Now, I think I'm going to maybe work on this bubble here and make it look a little bit cooler, and I need to add some shading and stuff into it, but it's almost there. That would be page 11 of 16. Actually, 22 of 32, actually, page 22. Oh, we have a guest. It's Mr. Harris. Let's let him in. Thank you, Abby. And Mr. Harris is joining us. He's connecting audio. Hello, Mr. Harris. Long time no talk.
Hey, how you doing, Aaron? You can hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you great. How you doing?
I'm all right, hanging in there.
Oh, good, good. So what have you been up to?
I know. I'm sorry. Now I've been a little while absence, man. Last month was a crazy month for me, man. We lost our family dog. The family dog died. And my father died. My father passed away.
Oh,
and then my nephew, he was going through some issues, like he was going through a little, thing, meltdown, or how teenagers are sometimes going through something, So it was kind of a rough month. He's going through a little depression, so I was trying to be there for him. I had this little nervous breakdown, depression, meltdown, depression, whatever you call it. But hey, I'm sorry I've been out the game for a minute, but can't let the pressure get you down. I try to rise up. So I miss you guys here.
Well, we miss you too, but you were doing the right thing. You got to be there for your family. You got to be there. So hats off to you for being there for your family. And
thanks a lot.
And I know exactly what you're going through. I lost my dad a couple months ago too. So it's a very horrible thing to lose your father. So I'm very sorry for your loss, Mr. Harris. Very sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate it. What's funny? The other day I was listening to your show. What was it, Monday? The Monday show. That was my first time because I was out for a little while and I haven't got a chance to catch up on the episodes. But I listened to the one you had the other day with Austin Morris and
Yeah,
Maxwell Smart. That was a great show, man.
yeah.
Oh man, I wish I could have tuned into that one. I mean, live and come in with join you guys, man. Yeah, that was it was so. I love that episode.
Oh, great. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah,
Yeah.
two great people we have here, um, Austin and Max. Great guys, and you're a great guy too.
Oh, gee, thanks.
And someone was just saying, "Hey, where's Caillou Harris? Haven't seen him in a while." Yeah, you're right. Where is he? And then boom, then you're there. Isn't that weird? You just think about someone, and then boom, they're there.
Oh
Isn't
yeah,
that?
someone had mentioned me earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, see, good things do happen when you wish for it. I hope for it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We gotta, hey, like you guys was talking something the other day that's kind of, intrigued me a little bit. When he's
Okay.
talking about like how the DS they want something done by 2030. They want to reduce the population, and I
Right.
heard that many times before. I heard that a lot of times. I know
Hmm.
that they do want to reduce the population by like 70% or something like that by the
Hmm.
year 2030. And
Yeah.
if they keep going the way they're going, they might have their way. You know,
You know what?
I,
I just had an idea, Caillou. How about this? What if we all identify as already dead? Then they'll think we're dead and they won't have to depopulate.
yeah, that'd be a cool idea. But
Yeah.
what I heard? I heard in 2030 they're gonna release another deadly virus by 2030.
I bet you they're
This
not
one,
going to wait. They're not going to wait that long. I
they're not
bet.
gonna wait that long, but they up in the ante. They trying to they gotta move forward fast. I guess they've been patient much too long.
Yeah. Did you hear about the other variant they just found?
Huh?
You hear about the other variant they just found? Variant? It's
No.
it's called another con. Another con.
Another con?
Another con. Yeah. It's from a meme. Yeah. I love that one. It is a con. It's a con. Yeah.
you know,
It's falling apart. It's falling
yeah.
apart. Fauci is just shaking like a leaf on a tree. He's just, man. Thank you, Project Veritas. You guys rock. So we need to keep James O'Keefe in our prayers too, and keep Caillou Harris and his family in your prayers too. They've gone through some devastating losses, and they're having some hard times here. So we can help them out with some prayer and some healing energy sent their way.
Thank you. And yes, prayer does help.
Oh
It
yeah,
does help. Meditation helps also.
yes, it certainly does. It really, really does. Um, Makes a big difference.
Yes. And I would like to go, you know, I remember how Jesus had went on a fast, he fasted for a while. I think in the wilderness or in the desert or something they say.
Mhm.
Like you were talking the other day, I would like to go fast, like in a desert or something, and pray for a few days. I'll carry some water as long as I could drink some. And like you said, you won't starve to death with all the sandwiches there.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
remember that one? Yeah, I got that one for you for Monday. I like that.
Yeah, it's my favorite desert joke. Yeah, I love that joke.
Yeah, with all the sandwiches there. But you remember, you can't, don't eat it all. Don't eat it all because you have to save some for the dessert.
Yeah, desert.
You get,
Good
you
one,
get
buddy.
it? Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
You shouldn't eat it all. You have to save some for the dessert.
that's good. That's a good one. A really good one. I like that. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Raise our vibrations by laughing.
Yeah,
Laughing.
raise your frequency by laughing.
Yeah, and
I try doing that sometimes. Sometimes I just create my own one-liners or jokes or old jokes. There's an old joke. I don't know if you heard this one. This is an old one, man.
okay,
This man was walking down the street, right?
okay.
He see this little boy in the street crying. Why? Little boy crying. Ah, ah. So he goes over to the little boy. He says, "Hey, little boy, what's wrong? Why are you crying? What's the matter?" He says, the little boy looks at him and says, because I dropped my 50 cent down a hole in the sewer. And he says, for real? He said, yeah. He said, let me see if I could get it for you. So he tried to reach down there. That's too far, son. I'm sorry, I can't reach it. Here, I tell you what. He reached in his pocket. He pulls out 50 cents. He said, here's your 50 cents. Now you got a new 50 cents. So don't worry about the other one. He said, the little boy looks at him and smiles and says, gee, thanks. I appreciate this. Wow, I got my 50 cents back. He said, all right. See you later, son. Don't lose it, all right? All right, bye. So he starts walking down the street. All of a sudden, he hears a little boy starts crying again. Ah, ah. So he runs back over and he says, hey, son, little boy, what happened? Why are you crying again? Don't tell me you lost the 50 cents I just gave you. He said, no, I didn't lose it. He says, so what's the wrong? What's the matter? He says, because if I hadn't lost the first 50 cents, I would have had $1 right now. See?
Good. Yeah. That's awesome. That's a good one.
Yeah, you know, something just to cheer you up, you know?
Yeah.
Little quick one-liners are pretty good, man.
Did you hear the story about the peacock?
No.
Oh, it was a beautiful tale.
Yeah, see? Yep.
That's my
good
only,
old one-liners.
That's my only peacock joke. And whenever I walk into someone's house and there's a fireplace there, you know, I always say, that fireplace reminds me of my favorite baseball player. And they'll say, who's that? Mickey Mantle. Boom-pa.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an old joke. Mickey Mantle hasn't played baseball in a long time.
Yeah.
That's how old my jokes are, Mr. Harris. They're pretty darn old. Hello, Gloria. Welcome to the program. Yeah. Let's put some love out there in the chat there. Just a little heart. How's that? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but
I'm
sorry.
Have you seen any empty shelves in your area? Any scarcity in the supply chain?
No.
Okay. That's good. That is very good.
Have you?
Here, yeah, I was just at Walmart today, and some of the shelves are looking a little bit empty. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know something's going to go down because I was hearing some rumors about sometime soon. I don't know if it's this year or maybe it could be one of these years coming up, or maybe it could be this year that there's going to be some something big is going to happen, you know, where like people would need like a lot of canned food and bottled water and stuff like that, because it's going to be a lot of power outages and no lights and no service. So stores are going to shut down and stuff like this is going to happen.
Yeah, that's what they're pushing for. We got to try and
some sort of craziness is going to happen.
Yeah, they're trying their best. They're pulling out all the stops, but they're getting a lot of resistance from people, and that's darn good. You know, we can't let it happen.
Yeah, if only everyone would join forces throughout the world. I think, see, we outnumber them. We outnumber the deep state, the Illuminati, you know?
Right.
We outnumber them, but with, you know, the tactics they're playing now it's not so much physical tactics against us, but it's more like mental tactics, you know, like cyber tactics, mental tactics.
Right.
And they've been doing it for quite a while. They've been attacking us from all angles, you know?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
To you know, like not just politics, not just, you know, to you know, propaganda with the news and media, not just that, but through music also, you know. They've been attacking us for a while.
Yes. Yeah, relentless.
Yeah.
But look how resilient we are. Look how resilient we are. And they keep trying their hardest to get us, but
yeah, the PSYOP was, they had like cyber tech, you know, during the 60s, they played off of the rock and roll era, you know, like when in the 50s when rock and roll first started in the mid 50s,
Yeah.
You know, places like, you know, England, you know, and Great Britain, the Illuminati that were there, they wanted to play off of this. So it's like, you know, there's some psyops we could do. We could do mental war tactics where we
Of
could
course.
attack, you know, Americans
Mhm.
first and just test this and see how it works through music. Because, you know, there's a lot of things that could be done through music. Manipulate young
Right.
people and all
Yeah.
ages through music, get them to use drugs, get them to do violence and war, you know, and their first guinea pig was, you know, through the, through the Beatles, you know, the Tavistock Institute on Human Relations. And since that worked, they got a lot of other artists and groups, you know, from the same place. That's why they call it the British invasion. And
Mhm.
once they seen that work, then they started influencing artists over here in America to do the same thing. And they're still doing it to today,
Yeah.
you know, through some of the, you know, hardcore rock music, the heavy metal, the rap music. They still doing it to today, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of these artists knew that, and like later on, I guess they wanted to feel like, you know, I didn't really want to be a part of this, but once you get into it, it's like against your will, and they
Mhm.
brainwash a lot of them. So a lot of them wanted to come forward and tell, you know, like, hey, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to. And a lot of them got assassinated for it. You know, a lot of people got
Yeah. Yeah.
killed or just murdered, and you didn't even know they're dead because sometimes they replaced them with clones.
Right.
You know, you got a lot of clones out there that are celebrities, and you don't even know it. Even in politics, there's a lot of people that's out there. You like, if you ever see like a celebrity or someone popular, and you don't see them in a while, then you see them again like years later, like, oh, why I didn't see them in a while. Then they look a little bit different or something. That might not be the original one. That might be a clone. Because they
Yeah.
figure if we kill the original, if he wasn't cooperating, then we can make a clone and people wouldn't know the difference. That way we could still make our money off of this person, you
Hmm.
know?
I think Weird Al Yankovic was made into a clone. He's got that song. I think I'm a clone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Could be. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of mystery behind it. You know, I wonder if that, you know,
Yeah.
they think it could be that.
Yeah. Have you heard of John Todd?
Huh? John Todd?
Yeah.
Nah.
Look him up. There's some audio recordings of him from the 70s. He was a whistleblower in the 70s. And he was one of the 13 bloodline families. And he was a witch, or I guess a male witch, I guess. And he said that all rock music is written in witch language. And he was his duty when he was in this family, one of these families, was there's this castle or a building in England somewhere. And this is why it takes music so long to get out, to put it into a record. Because after it's done, after the master tape is done, it's sent to this place in England, and they put it into a pentagram on the floor, and they all gather around from the 13 members of the 13 families, and they put a spell on it so that anyone who listens to it will receive this spell. And so he whistleblowed, he blew the whistle on it, and he was disappeared. But his recording still exists. So check him out. It's very he just had an awakening, and came to God, and wanted to just blow the whistle on this, and thank goodness he did, because what you're saying, he verifies from the 70s. So yeah.
I think I heard of him before. I know I heard that story because I know they do that. I
Yeah.
know that when a lot of these artists say they release an album or something and the album becomes a real big hit, a massive success,
Yeah.
they do some sort of ceremony to make it a hit. Like when they record it, after they record it or during the recording, they have some sort of seance, you know,
Mhm.
with certain other, you know, elder priests of the dark side or whatever, and they put like demonic entities and spirits into the music recording, you know? So
Yeah.
that way, anyone who consumes it by listening to it will get those demons in them and they'll be obsessed with the artist, you know, the song.
Yeah. Yeah. Like one of the songs is Hotel California by the Eagles.
Yeah.
And the words of that, you're stuck there basically. and that's their world. That's describing their whole little world there.
Yeah.
It's very sick, very sick. But you know what? There are so many independent artists, and with the intranet, people can put their songs out on the intranet. People can pick up on them, and we don't have to listen to that crap that goes through the or pentagram thing. We can listen to pure music made by artists that we know. You know, that's the way we can turn it around.
Yeah. And you know, I you know, there was a couple other artists, you know,
Yeah.
that was saying something like this. I remember there was a song by what's his name? Lil Wayne, you know, Little rapper.
Okay.
He had a song called Good Cushion Alcohol, and he was saying there was a line in the song where he says, they love me. He said they love me like they love Satan, you know?
Oh God.
So, you know, like, and when I heard the lyrics and I read the lyrics to the most, you know, some of the lyrics to the song, I didn't read the entire thing while minor, but it was kind of dark, you know, when I read some of it. It's like almost he's blatantly saying that, you know, you know, he's part of the cult, you know, part of that Illuminati cult, and a lot of these artists are.
Oh, yep. They don't let them do it until they get in. Yeah, they got to be part of the thing. Yeah, it's very sad. That's why, you know, independent artists that don't have a label, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. You know, I met Prince a couple times. He was a pretty talented guy. I don't know if he was messed up. He was a Jehovah's Witness. He's a very devout Jehovah's Witness. So I'm not sure if he really got caught up in that or not, but I do think he was murdered. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. Cause I think he was trying to get out of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was.
There's a lot of strange stuff.
He died on the Queen's birthday too. So that's, you know.
Yeah, I think it might have been a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of mystery about a lot of these deaths, but there's a lot of celebrities, music ones, especially like Kurt Cobain, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he killed himself. I think somebody killed him.
You think?
And yeah, and just like the Tupac stuff, you know, it's like mysterious stuff. And Biggie Smalls died like a few months after Tupac. You know, they all related, you know, they got something to do with each other. It was like 6 months, you know, Tupac dies, and 6 months later, Biggie dies. That's like 6, the number of Satan, you know? So like it has something to do with it in the dates. You see, the Illuminati, they have a lot to do with the occult and numerology. Sometimes when you do the numerology around the certain days that certain things happen, you could be like, oh, wow, that's why they did it. Nothing is by accident. They plan these things, you know, for a long time.
Yes, they do. Yeah. You're absolutely right. But you know what? Before, we didn't know any of this. Now we know it. And we're talking about it, and other people are hearing it, and more people are learning about it. And pretty soon it's not going to be a secret anymore. And it's going to be out in the open, and then we can stop it. Hopefully.
Hopefully we can stop it. Imagine we could stop it before we all die. So that way, if we have to incarnate and come back, we come back to a world that's beautiful instead of coming back to an Illuminati ruled world. See, we could change the world now and make it better. That way, when we die, if we have to come back, we come back to a better world.
I like when you say if we die, because I don't plan on dying. I plan to live forever. And so far, my plan's working perfectly.
Oh, y'all, oh man, I wish,
hey,
you know,
but Mr. Harris, we do live forever. Our souls live forever. You can't kill the soul.
Yeah, you can't.
So we'll live on forever. Definitely. In one form or another, right?
Yeah, one form or another. You know, if I have to come back, you know, I would like to ask, you know, whoever's sending me back, like, can I just have a few changes? If I gotta come back, can I pick how I want to look? You know?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, how would you
want to look? How would you want to look?
I want to be a very handsome man, you know, the sexiest man alive, right? And he gonna be like, why? I'm like, why not? Then hair.
It doesn't matter what you look like. It's your attitude. Look at Austin Powers. He wasn't sexy, but he acted sexy. Boom. There he is.
Oh, yeah. So it's when you act sexy, they love you. Look at him. He had a lot of women. They loved him, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. You just have to, someone out there is wishing they looked like you. There you go.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
You know how it is. It's sort of a joke in a way, but it's like, if I had girlfriends in the past, right?
Mhm.
That told me like, uh, I talk to them, and then sometimes they'll ask me about my ex-girlfriends, or who's the prettiest girl I've had, and I'll ask them the same. Then later on, I wish I never asked them that, because they'll say something, like to hurt my feelings,
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, "Oh, well, this guy I was with named, such and such. He was the handsomest guy." I say, "You mean, wait a minute?" Then I get quiet. Then I'll be like, "Wait a minute, he was better looking than me." And she'd be like, "Well,
Yeah.
sort of." I'm like, "Damn it." And I'm like, "Damn, what I asked you that?" And then I had to go even further because my ego is going this damaged already. So I really want to know. I'm like, so you know, who who's better in bed? She'd be like, okay. She'd be like, oh well, I don't want to go. That's not tell me. I won't feel hurt. Well, he was. I'm like, damn it, why you tell me that?
You know what? Maybe it's getting to the point where you have to maybe hypnotize them. I'm the best looking guy you've ever been with.
Yeah.
Watch this clock, watch this wristwatch as it sways back and forth. Yeah, that doesn't work. I was married and I tried to hypnotize my wife. It didn't work. I tried everything. Didn't work. Yeah. I was married for 10 years. It was a really, really good 3 months. I got to tell you. There you go. But I got two beautiful kids out of it, and now some grandkids. So that's a lovely thing.
Well, there you go right there. That's all that matters.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus I have some jokes I can tell about it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like the 10-year, 3-month thing.
Yeah.
For a joke like that, it's worth 10 years of suffering to get a joke like that, right?
Yeah. Yep. Sure is, man.
One time, I think I must have mentioned this before, but one time I waited like 20 years to tell a joke. I had this joke in my mind, and but it needed a prompt. Someone had to say something first, and then I could tell the joke, right?
Yeah.
So I guess this is the way my mind works. It just the jokes kind of lay in the back and just wait. So I was at a coffee shop once a few years ago, and someone said the prompt. They took a sip of their coffee and they said, "This coffee tastes like mud." And I said, "Well, it should. It was just ground this morning."
Yeah, you have to wait for the right prompt,
Yeah.
Without the right prompt, it won't work,
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I was right there, Johnny, on the spot. Boom, I had that. And it did get some chuckles. So it was a success. We raised vibrations. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing about, our spirit lives forever, but when you're in spirit form, you can't feel anything. So that's one of the wonderful things about being in these bodies is we can have feelings and feel things, because we really you can't do that once you're disembodied. You can't feel stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there you go. So every stage of our development is a good stage, and we need to appreciate each and every stage of our life here on this planet, because it's all good. It's all very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really sad to hear about your father. I'm really, really sad to hear that. My mom sends me shirts from my dad's closet, and I wear my dad's shirts, and You know, that's a neat way to remember him. And yeah, nothing says mortality like losing your father, right, or your mother.
Yeah, that's one of the parts of life that I wish that we never had to experience.
Right.
Losing someone, a close family member, real close to you like that or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always thought that was a real bummer.
It's a bigger.
Real tough.
It's a bigger bummer is growing up and not knowing your father.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Imagine that.
yeah, and a lot of people go through that, and that's a sad thing. So even though we lose them, at least we knew them, right?
Yes. At least we knew them, and you know, that's funny because I was thinking that the other day, like no, I wasn't there all the time with him. Sometimes I wasn't around. Lately, since I'm an adult, I'm doing a lot of things.
Right.
I have not been around him as much in the last several years. But I am glad that you know the parents that did give birth to me, they were the parents I had. I
Yeah.
know we have our ups and down moments with our parents, but I'm kind of glad that I was raised by them too. They did a good job, you know, and man, it's like I like the era I was brought up in. At first I didn't, but now when I think about it, I liked it. I grew up in the age where like when I was little, I used to watch the cartoons that were on at the time. I think I grew up at the best age to watch the cartoons. I grew up with like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Voltron, things
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
Thundercats. Oh man,
Cool. Really stuff. So you're a little younger than me, I think.
yeah, probably, it's just that age right there. Now, it's the sad thing. These children that are born now, they don't have those because those cartoons used to come on like on network television, not cable. They used to
Right.
come on as soon as you come home from school. You just throw your books down, your homework. You're like, wait a minute, I don't want to miss this, and you don't
Yeah.
watch those. It
Yeah.
makes the action figures of them. They took them all off. They don't even show them no more.
Yeah. That's weird.
At the time slot, it's like you come home from school now, like if they're, you see cartoons like Cartoon Network and things like that, and Disney Channel, but Nickelodeon, but you don't have the real action heroes like we had with the muscles, and you get the toy, the
Yeah.
barbarians and stuff with the fighting.
He-Man. He-Man
Yeah,
and those muscles He-Man had. Wow.
yeah, man.
Yeah. That in fact, the guy who created He-Man in the Master Universe just passed away a little while ago.
Oh yeah.
The guy who single-handedly came up with it and developed it.
Yeah, he was working for Mattel, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he quit and became a millionaire after that because he wasn't making any money working there. But he made $250 million for them that first year, and they gave him $1,000 check, and he ripped it up and said, "I'm out of here." Boom, he's gone. And then he started inventing and made himself a millionaire.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's the thing I used to like the most about He-Man, the cartoon. I used to
Well,
like that at the end of the cartoon, they give you a special message for the children, like
moral.
yeah, the good, like
Yeah.
so, you know, so stealing is no good. Only losers steal, stuff like that, or like, drugs don't make your problems go away. They just create new ones, things
Yeah.
like that. I
Yeah.
like those little messages because they don't have those in cartoons no more.
Right.
you know.
Right.
But back then, they thought about, the children, So
Yeah.
the problem, now is like it's like deep state even getting into the cartoons where they want to show children negativeness, no positiveness.
I know it.
No,
And transgender is
transgender. Like that's another thing. They made, they made a
evil.
remake
It's
of
evil. It's
Evil.
evil to tell a kid to even suggest that to a kid is evil. That's my opinion.
They made a remake of the He-Man and Master Universe cartoon that came on one of these cable stations, right? Or on Netflix, I think, or Hulu, or one of those stations, right? And oh my God, they messed up He-Man.
No.
He-Man wasn't even the star of the show. It was Teela. And they
Oh.
made Teela look like a man. She looked like an AG. She looked like a dyke, you know, she like a lesbian. You know, she had the, you know, the mental illness haircut, you know, with the
Mental illness haircut.
you know, the going to the
I know what you mean.
you know, going to the side. She had like no femininity in her body shape, you know, just one piece outfit, muscles on her arm. I'm like, come on. Then she was with another girl that was always by her side. I'm like, oh man, they really made her to a lesbian. Like, come on.
Everything woke turns to crap.
Yeah, it's all this woke stuff, you know, like, oh no, He-Man is a bad image for children. It has to be a woman, and the woman has to look like a man. They genderless, you know.
Well,
I mean,
are they dumb? Don't they remember She-Ra? If they want to do that, do She-Ra. Don't mess with He-Man. He-Man's his own guy. You know, that's the thing. You know, and I noticed this raising my kids. I had a son first and a daughter, and as I was raising the kids, I started hearing on the news and being talked a lot about, oh, girls can do anything. Girls can do anything. Boys do even better. Girls can do anything. Girls can do anything. I'm thinking to myself, when are they going to start talking about the boys can do, you know, what the boys can do? They never ever mentioned anything about the boys, and now look what they've done. They're vilifying men and boys and everything. It's just evil. It's
just evil.
It's evil.
And you know, it's crazy.
I think it's okay for girls to be encouraged, but it shouldn't be just the girls. The boys should be encouraged as well. I kept thinking to myself, boy, my son's going to feel left out, man. They're always talking about the girls. What's going on here? It was just, I mean, boy, talk about, they've been really working at this for a long time.
Yeah, that's the thing about them. They work on something. People think when they do something devastating, it's just something out of the blue, spontaneous. No, they've been planning on things for years. They plan on things strategically for years. Mm-hmm. You know, they're horrible the way they do it. Mm-hmm. They plan on stuff for years. You know, like it's sad in a way because me, you, people like us, and everyone in the chat, we're the last of a dying breed. You know. Mm-hmm. So like when we're gone and then they keep getting rid of everyone who knows what's really truly going on, like 100 years from now, 200 years from now, if they keep what they're doing, they keep teaching children that, you know, this is right and believe these beliefs, then we gonna all of the positive good thinkers who know what's going on, like me and you, we all gonna die out, and the new generation is gonna be raised in a world where they think was wrong, what really is wrong is right, you know? So it's gonna be, it's you know, it's like it's no hope. We need a new hope.
We got lots of hope. In fact, I just paid the hope tax tonight myself. I bought a couple lottery tickets, so there's hope. But another cartoon that was great for kids too, and the cartoon character that had the most humanity I've ever noticed was the Autobot, one of the Transformers. What was his name? Optimus Prime. He had more humanity than any human I've ever met. He was just a great guy. For a robot.
Prime, right?
Optimus Prime, yeah. And I had the great pleasure of working at Hasbro. I was in the play school department as a designer, but they were getting so busy with the Transformers. I got moved into Transformers, and I got to do some Transformer work on the Triple Changers. So that was fun back in the day. But yeah.
And that was a big popular cartoon in the 80s.
Huge. And Hasbro had that, and G.I. Joe and My Little Pony. And they were when I was there in 83, 84, that was when they first broke $1 billion. First toy company to make $1 billion. And they were really rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah.
And they were doing things right. You know, very morals to their stories and everything.
Yeah.
Back then, you know. So it's all shifting now, but we're creating, the Patriots are creating another another economy. a patriot economy where, we're creating our own products and our own entertainment and everything, so that the mainstream can be just left completely out of the picture. So there you go. Chuck Norris, Gun Club. Hello there. How you doing?
It's crazy because Hasbro even today is a big company.
Oh yeah, huge.
They have they own the Star Wars rights. They make Star Wars action figures, plus the Marvel, the Marvel comic book characters. They make a lot of those too.
Yeah. You know what? In the toy business, we called Hasbro, we called it Hasborg, because you will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated, because they bought all the other toy companies. They did. They bought them all. They bought the Koosh company. Remember the Koosh ball?
They bought Kenner, right?
They bought Kenner. No. Actually, Tonka Toys bought Kenner when I was working at Tonka Toys. But then Hasbro bought Tonka Toys, and they got Kenner through that.
So, but did they buy Mattel? No, right?
No, Mattel
still is.
Yeah. And Mattel and Hasbro were always duking it out as the two top ones. They wanted to try to make Barbie a billion dollar business. They came close a couple years, but I don't think they made it to a billion quite. But yeah, they had the Hot Wheels and Barbie and all kinds of other things. Now, one thing, when I worked at Hasbro, I was very encouraged, because one of the things we did was we did a lot of licensing. So we had My Little Pony, G.I. Joe, Transformers. So companies that made things like Big Wheels, right? They would license our characters and put stickers on their products and sell them, and we get a little residual from that. So someone in the marketing department said, "Hey, wait a minute, maybe we should be making these things. We'd make more money, if we were making them instead of just licensing the name out." So they were taking a look at making like a Big Wheel type of a ride-on for kids.
Yeah.
And they analyzed it and decided, wait a minute, there's X number of kids who die every year from those. And when they found that out, they said, no, we don't want anything to do with this. We don't want to be responsible for even one child's death. We don't care if we can make more money on it. We're not going to do it. So they didn't do it. And I was really impressed by that. They really did put the child first. So I was very, very impressed by that.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. I think there's only one or two people there, same as when I was there. But yeah,
I believe Hasbro bought Toy Biz also, that company Toy Biz.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I believe they did.
I met a toy icon. I think he was the Toy Biz guy. Avi Arad. Me and a friend of mine crashed a toy fair party of his at the Harley Davidson Cafe in New York City. There was a big party there. We crashed it, and then he called us over, and he's very intimidating. He's a very powerful man, and he was a former commando in the Israeli army. So he's like a bad dude. Like you don't want to mess around with this guy. So he calls us over, and we go over there. We're like nervous. He goes, "You guys have an invitation?" No, we don't. He goes, "Well, I guess you can stay." Like, oh, well, good. Phew. A little nervous there for a second, but yeah. But that was.
I was going to say something else, so I'm glad. Like,
It was a little tense for a while, but it was good. We always had a lot of fun there at Toy Fair. Yeah. You know, the idea of creating a toy that a kid can have fun with always, was always my goal, to create toys that kids could have fun with. And because that's what it's all about, man. Like you said, playing with those action figures when you were a kid made you
Yeah,
feel powerful, those muscles, Yeah, that's
yeah,
the way it is.
that was a good era,
Yeah,
That
it
was
was.
the last era that was great. I mean, for us toys, just growing up with that good, like that's when cartoons and action figures was still goodness in it, spirit of it, Now
Teenage
it's
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. They were pretty cool.
yeah, they was cool too. They came a little later, but they were cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them too.
You know what I loved about the Ninja Turtles? They were green. That's what I love about them. You know why?
Why?
As a toy inventor working at these major toy companies, I would come up with toy concepts, and I came up with one, and it happened to be green. And my boss said, "We'd never make that because it's green. Green doesn't sell." And then about a month later, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, and I said, "Oh, I thought you said green didn't sell." You
Green
never
doesn't
know.
spell.
You never know. You can't formalize toy inventing, because you
Yeah.
never know what an 8-year-old kid is going to really latch onto and like. There's no way of knowing ahead of time.
And I heard the creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when the guy he was drawing it, they wanted to draw he was with somebody else and they was each drawing something different. And he said, what's the silliest thing I could ever draw? So he drew 4 turtles with different outfits, different weapons and stuff. And
Yeah.
he after he looked at it, he was like, that had to be the silliest thing I ever drew in my life. But it managed to be a big hit, it was a big hit. Teenage Mutant Ninja, they made a lot of movies from there, you
Uh-huh.
know.
Uh-huh.
I always thought they should have 5 turtles.
5?
Yeah,
Well, they had that the rat that taught them.
yeah.
What's his name?
I
I've
forgot it.
I've drawn those guys. They're fun to draw. Those guys are fun to draw. The Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, even the name and the song. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles. Heroes on a half shell. Turtle power. I mean, so funny.
yeah.
So funny. I liked it. I liked it. Plus, now green is a viable color in toys again. Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
You never know, like, anyone creates something and what's gonna be big or not,
Uh-huh.
You never know.
You never know.
Just like when they created in the 60s in Marvel Comics, and they created Spider-Man and the Hulk, they was like they didn't think that was gonna be big,
Right.
but look what happened, Hulk was green too.
Yeah. And the Green Hornet. That was
Yeah.
an old one. You know who the old TV show Green Hornet came out one of the years that the Batman was out back in the 60s. And do you know who Kato was played by in that
Bruce
show?
Lee, right?
Bruce Lee. Yeah, that's right. And there was even an episode where they met with Batman and Robin, and they were fighting them. And you had Bruce Lee fighting Burt Ward, who's one of my Facebook friends. He played Robin. But in reality, guess what? Burt Ward and Bruce Lee knew each other before they were famous, and they used to spar together because they lived in the same apartment complex.
Oh wow, for real?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
That is so weird.
yeah. Hey, Aaron, you ever heard this saying? Listen, Aaron, it goes, correct a fool and he'll hate you. Correct a wise man and he'll like you.
Hmm.
You know who said that?
No,
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Uh-huh. He said a lot of really cool things.
Yeah.
He was a very cool guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bruce Lee.
He said, correct a fool and he'll hate you. Correct a wise man and he'll appreciate you or he'll love you. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
You got to be a little bit humble. You can't be thinking you know everything.
Exactly. And I appreciate it when I make mistakes and somebody correct me, because if I know a lot already and somebody corrected me and I'm wrong, I'm not gonna feel like, hey, insulted. I'm gonna feel like, hey, you just did me a favor. You made me even more smarter.
Right.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I remember
Like,
I was wrong. I was wrong once too, I think, if I can remember far enough. Just kidding. Hey, the Brooklyn Way's here. Hello, Brooklyn Way. Welcome to the program. Yeah. All right. We're looking at the Aurora Borealis from the ISS there. Nice still shot of our beautiful planet. Isn't that lovely?
yeah, nice round blue planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is round, right? Some people say it's flat. It's round. It's got to be round, right?
Of course. I do not think it's a flat. I don't think the Earth is flat. I think it looks flat because we're so small and it's so big. You know. Did you ever see my meme I made about flat Earth?
No, I don't think I
Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I just had to make a meme about it because it was just getting me, I was just bothered by it, you know? So I just had to do it. Okay. Looking for it. Looking for it. Where is it? It's not finding it. Sometimes my computer does that. Doesn't find things. Isn't that weird?
Hmm. You know, it's funny because this, not last year, but the year before, when the so-called pandemic was around, um, I was before 2020. I had a girlfriend I had. We was together for a long time, since 2010.
Wow.
And then, we stopped seeing each other. Well, we still saw each other during 2020, 10 years. And then during the pandemic, like we wasn't seeing each other as much because of what was going on. And, all that, separation and stuff. And her family didn't want me by there. And my family didn't want her close by, because they was afraid, of what was happening. And since all that separation, a lot of months that went by, we didn't see each other. We ended up breaking up, So I stopped seeing her and she stopped seeing me. And then for a little while this year that just passed, I was thinking about for a while and I was like, man, kind of miss her at times. But then now I think about it, I said, it's more money in my pocket now.
Yeah. I found that meme. It's two fleas in the back of a dog, and one flea is saying, I say the dog is flat. And the other flea is saying, I say the dog is dog shaped. So it's a flat dog theory. They have members all around the dog. So there you go. That's my flat earth meme analogy.
Hey, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, they can't tell the dog is dog shaped. They're just little fleas on the back, right? Looks flat to them.
Yeah, because they're so close to it,
Yeah, that's like us on the earth. Yeah.
And then another reason why I guess people think that it's flat is because you could keep walking and walking and walking,
Uh-huh.
And if it was round, I guess they figure where's the curve at, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it'd be kind of like maybe a dust mite on a beach ball. That'd be more like us on the earth.
Yeah.
Mite on a beach ball.
Well, I guess because the earth is spinning, so so like it always feels flat, because Because if something's spinning and it's round and you're on it, you're walking in the opposite direction it's spinning or something, it's always going to seem like it's flat, right? It's
Yeah.
not going to seem like you're going to roll off or curve.
Right.
Because if it was round, I guess we would have slipped off already.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
That's right. That's right. All right. The Brooklyn way. All right. Everyone's having fun in the chat, looks like. UFOs are real. Yes, they are. I've seen one myself, a couple of them. Oh, yeah. Austin Morris says, the meme I was thinking of said that if the world was really flat, cats would have knocked everything off the edge by now. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Yeah. They would have. They certainly would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Flat Earth theory. Nah. Gotta be round.
It has to be. Yeah, has to be. There's no other way. It feels wrong to it feels round to me. Yes. Thank goodness some information is finally coming out from DARPA about the lab created mess we have here and the cures that they knew about. So it's all been suppressed. So that whole thing's falling apart. So hopefully that will fall apart and they won't do any more of this shenanigans. Lock them all up and hopefully learn a lesson from what we've gone through here. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Harris, it's coming up on it's 10 to 12. I think we're going to probably put a cap on this one and say good night. I want to thank you very much for calling in. It was a great conversation and you solved another mystery. Where is Mr. Harris? Where's he been? So now we know. And our prayers are going out to you and your family. And that's
Appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate that a lot. I
welcome.
appreciate everyone in the chat. And I do miss talking to you guys.
We miss you too, buddy, but we're glad to see you back. So hopefully we'll see you again.
I'll call again.
We're doing this again on Friday and Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And that's what we're doing around the same time. So join us next time. And thank you for calling in, Mr. Harris. You're welcome to call in anytime you want. Thank you for calling in. So
thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll be back. I'll call in again.
All right. That's awesome.
All right.
Take care.
All right, y'all. I'll call in.
Take care, buddy.
All right. Call it. All right.
All right. All right, friends. We heard from our buddy, Mr. Harris. I'm glad he called in. So keep him in your prayers and his family, folks. Keep Zoso Dude in your prayers for his loss. And anybody else that needs prayers, we're sending them to you. And Abby, get better. We need you to get better, Abby, okay? And don't get better soon. Get better now. See? You never want to get better soon. You want to get better now, right? And you know what, Abby, what helps me to feel better? I eat some fresh pineapple, and that just clears anything up that's making me feel sick for some reason. It really does something for me. So maybe that might help you too. Eat a little bit of fresh pineapple. It's good for you. It's got vitamin C, and I think it's like a miracle food, really. A miracle food. So thank you again, friends. Thanks for joining us here at the Truth Quest, where we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. So we'll see you again very soon on Friday. Hopefully we'll see you all on Friday. Make sure to tell all your friends. And I want to Also a very special thanks to Catherine Weiss for her generous super chat. So thank you very much for our super chatter tonight. Catherine Weiss, you rock. And remember, you all rock. You rock. Until next time, Friday and Monday and Wednesday, peace in.